say that this was like an uphill battle because you didn't have players that you needed. You had some tough losses recently, and today was a tough one.
Yes, winning in this league is hard, and yeah, we've been struggling the last couple of weeks to get wins, and we weren't, I don't think, at our best, and we had to play at our very, very best today to beat that team. We did not.
How do you look at the whole situation in the bubble and what you guys try to accomplish and how the difficulties of that? Maybe people don't realize how difficult it was.
Yeah, I mean, it was a difficult season, and I think everybody kind of would probably agree. Being in the bubble was not easy, but we got to look at the bright side. We were fortunate enough to have a season that was our main priority. We came here. Luckily for Chicago, we enjoy being around each other. Of course, we wish the season ended differently, but in all, I'm really proud of this team. What we were able to accomplish, what we did with Sky Takes Action. It was more than just basketball for us. So this game, although hurts, we're going to look back and see what we did off the court and how much we made an impact in our community and be really proud of that.
Thank you for your time. It was really appreciated.
Sorry, I can't.
I'm sorry, I have a throat issue. Thank you for your time. I very much appreciate it.
Nick Nydorf.
Courtney, kind of similar to that question, I'm curious, you've played in a ton of different situations all over the world, but this might be the most unique situation you've played in. Are there any lessons you've taken from the bubble or things that you just appreciate more going through this unique experience?
I appreciate this league. I think it was just unbelievable what the WNBA and our executive committee were able to put together. I don't think a lot of people really understood and really know how much work went into it, and that's how important we are to them. So, the biggest takeaway for me is just I'm so proud to be a part of this league, be a part of Chicago Sky, and I'm lucky to be a part of it. That's it.
Thank you so much, Courtney.
Erica Ayala.
Thank you, Courtney, for everything throughout the season, and congratulations to you on your success. I did want to ask you a little bit about coming into this season, and I mean, your shirt says it right there, say her name, that being such a focal point. And today the news breaking that the city of Louisville has offered a $12 million settlement to Breonna Taylor's family. That settlement is about double what the Garner family was offered, and apparently includes some reform to no-knock warrants, but does not right now include the arrest of the officers involved. First, if you would offer your reaction, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, first and foremost, that's what this season was all about. We made it very clear being able to get Breonna Taylor justice, and although I think the settlement it is important and is baby steps towards the right direction, but of course I think first and foremost we won't stop, and we shouldn't stop until she's gotten justice and the cops are arrested.
And to that end, I was talking with a rookie, Jocelyn Willoughby. She also happens to be in a master's program, and said that this might actually be a great case study, the bubble and the commitment that all of the teams, all of the players have put in and poured into social justice and fighting for other people. I wonder what lessons you think can be learned about doing it all. Can it be done, and at what cost, perhaps?
I don't think I have the answer to that for you, but all I can do is speak for what how important it and making it a priority for this league. Of course, there's who knows where the credit is, but obviously saying her name, talking about it, keeping it top of mind, it's a priority, and it's working, I think. So gotta keep fighting.
Thanks again, Courtney.
Thank you.
Carol, you have another question?
I'm sorry, I didn't lower my hand.
Okay, I still do it. All right, thank you, Courtney. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, everyone.
Thank you.
46 to go in the first half of play. It is the Mystics 31.
We'll get started with Eric Wilson.
Yeah,
Hey, Kyle, how are you?
I'm good.
Not the outcome that you ladies wanted tonight. Can you just speak to the next step in the process of you ladies getting back and winning that chip next season?
I just think we gotta regroup, get everybody back healthy, and just really just move on from this. I'm just excited to get everybody back together, everybody healthy, feeling good, and just to move forward from there. Tonight sucks, you know. We had a game plan that we came in the locker room and we talked about like what we didn't do as far as executing that game plan to win the game, and it was just so many things that we could run down the line that we didn't execute out there.
And, you know, how much time are you going to personally take with this loss tonight before you back in the gym getting at it?
It's been a long, rough season here, just being banged up and playing just the game so much back to back. So I'm just going to take as much time as I need just to be physically and mentally back okay. Can't put
I appreciate. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just can't put a number on it right now. It's just going to be how I feel.
No, I get you. Hey, Kyle, I appreciate you. Please let me know what you got going on with your girls' camp up there in Philly. I'll never need an excuse to come home, but I do owe you a D'Alessandro, so let me know.
D'Alessandro said yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Doug Feinberg.
Kyle, you mentioned, the game plan. They had, I think, 16 offensive rebounds, and I'm guessing it was not part of the game plan to let them do that. Just when they were playing that well or being that aggressive, what could you guys have done differently to not let them get so many offensive rebounds?
It's about the will. We got to fight through, and just have a mindset where we're just not going to let them get it, no matter what it takes. I think we maybe got tired in stretches, but it's playoffs. Like, you just gotta focus. Everybody's tired, and yeah, we just gotta buckle down and just give it all you got.
On a somewhat happier note, what are you most excited to have when you're outside the bubble that you haven't been able to experience inside the bubble?
Family. I'm a real homebody, so I'm just to see my family. Everything else is like whatever.
Thanks.
Hey, kind of a smart question. Just how do you feel knowing that you will be departing the bubble after just spending so much time and energy down in Bradenton these last, 2.5 months?
You say it one more time, please.
Yeah, just, how are you feeling after spending so much time and energy down in Bradenton, whether that's on the basketball court or externally, through social justice initiatives, things like that? Through these last 2.5 months, just what's your mindset knowing that you will eventually be leaving Bradenton?
It's just bittersweet. I wish this ended differently, but I was just happy that we got to be here and use our platform to just speak out on social injustices and play basketball. It's a game that we love to play, and I can appreciate me just being here. I'm just grateful that I was able to come and do that. But it's bittersweet to leave, but I think the players are still here, are still gonna use their platform, still gonna talk about it. It's still gonna be on the national level, and I'm just gonna go home and continue to use my voice on my social media to still promote the things that we were talking about this season. But it's bittersweet.
Coach Wade talked about how he kind of looks at you as that resource when he's a little stressed during the game. How has your relationship with him kind of developed over, these last 2.5 months and really these 2 years while he's been the head coach?
We've definitely got a relationship going. We have a funny relationship, but yeah, like I feel like he does. I know, like, when he's like anxious, and I'll just be like, "We got it, like, Coach, we got it," or just the little things like that. But he knows how to get me going. Also, he challenges me, and I accept the challenge every time. And he really knows how to get me going. Sometimes it doesn't make me happy, but he really knows. He understands me, so I can appreciate that.
Thanks, Kyle. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Nick Nindor.
Energy and effort has been something that you've kind of talked about, especially after losses all season. I'm curious how you and the team can kind of take this loss, take this season, and kind of take that shortcoming and learn from it this off season, and kind of come into next season, without that as a main issue.
I'm just hoping everybody comes back just confident. I think that, I know we lost, but I think that what we had here, we still had enough. It would have took a little bit extra effort and just a little more for us to give, and but I think we still had enough. Like, here, the people that we lost were big major pieces, and they will just be a plus for us. But I think that being here when we had people leave and people down, I think that we really needed to step up to another level. Everybody, including myself especially, even not just on the basketball court, just being a leader, or just talking all the time, and just that communication on the court. But I think that I'm excited. I'm just excited for next year, just to have everybody back. But I'm just hoping that everybody comes back healthy and just confident and just ready to go.
And Kahleah, salute this as well, but I'm curious, this is such a unique situation, playing in the Wubble, spending so much time with your teammates. Are there any lessons or things you've learned to appreciate while in the Wubble?
Not really. Sorry.
No problem.
No, sorry. Not really.
Thank you, Kahleah.
Thank you.
Erica Ayala.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you can hear.
All right, excellent. Thank you for that. I actually wanted to first thank you for this season and everything that you've offered to the season. And I wanted to ask a non-basketball related question, but something that's been part of this Wubble season. Today it was reported that the family of Breonna Taylor is set to receive that $12 million settlement that would include, it sounds like, some reform to no-knock warrants, but would not, through the city at least, include the arrest of the officers involved. I just wonder if you have a reaction to that.
happy that Breonna Taylor's creating so many other things as far as laws and streets maybe or the money, whatever. But we really just, I also want justice. I think that'll top it off for me. The money doesn't bring her back. The money won't bring her back, and the money won't just make it go away. I think that her family deserves justice, and I think that those cops need to be held responsible. It just shouldn't just be money, and they just like think everything's okay, or laws. I think those things are very important. The law is very important because that should never have happened. But I think that those cops really being held responsible will do it for me personally, so I'm sure they'll do it for her family.
And I also wanted to ask, again, this has been a season that has been dedicated to social justice, and a lot of other players have been asked about it all season. But I wonder if today's news and also now thinking of your time in the bubble coming to an end, have you thought about just kind of the intensity that it takes to carry a campaign such as Say Her Name?
I think this season really opened my eyes to just using my platform. I'm not very outspoken and I don't really speak on a lot of things. I'm just to myself or whatever you want to call it. But I think that I was really happy about this season, me really getting to understand different things and really using my voice and actually it moving me, me getting into explaining why it's important for people to vote or just learning different things. But I think most importantly, what I take away from this season is that I have a platform and it's important that I use it because most of the injustices that have happened, especially for this year, it could have been me as a Black woman or it could have been my mother or my sister. So I think that that's most important for me is just to really keep using my voice because I haven't been in the past. So I think it's just important for me to continue to do that.
Thank you very much.
Kahleah, what a season. Thank you so much. We'll see you next season.
See ya. Thank you.
47 remaining. First pick of the play.
Hi, Gabby. Thanks for joining us. We'll start with Eric Wilson.
Hey, Gabby. First, thank you for doing this tonight. I understand that you wish the outcome would be different. Could you just speak to, this season in its totality, what it's meant to you, and just what's next?
Yeah. I'm not ready to go. I'm not packed. They kicking us out in under 24 hours, and I'm just not ready to leave. I didn't think this was gonna happen, and I really enjoyed playing this summer with these girls, and I love how everyone stepped up, how everyone got closer, and I don't know, we just united even more. So I'm not even thinking about the next steps. I'm just trying to deal with this.
No, appreciate your time, Gabby. Thank you. It's been an honor.
Jake Meister.
A loose ball foul on number 2. George Walker Kimbrough. That's the first.
Hey, Gabby, just kind of building off of that, how has just this whole bubble situation built your relationship with all of your teammates?
I mean, obviously living with like Sue, Allie, and Steph, of course, I feel like we've gotten to know each other a lot better, known each other inside out now. But we really had to have each other's backs, like emotionally and physically. So I had to rely on every one of my teammates at some point during the summer, and they all had my back. And I feel like that really builds our trust. I feel like they know me better. they know how to get to me better, and vice versa. So we had no choice but to only count on each other, and we all did that.
Going forward, just what goals do you have for yourself? I know you said you're pretty focused on right now, but what goals do you have for yourself in this offseason? I know you worked on your shot over last offseason. Is that something you're going for, or just what are you thinking right now?
I don't know. I'm going to learn how to guard Alyssa Thomas. I don't know. My defense needs to be better. I need to learn how to be more consistent. I need to get my shot consistent. I feel like I'm very streaky. Yeah, I got to work on my left. There's a lot of things I got to work on. It's just another season overseas, so I'm going to focus on that. And yeah, I think I'm on the right path. I'm just got to keep going.
Thanks, Gabby. It's been a pleasure this season.
Thank you, Jake.
Gabby, I know the ending was disappointing on the court, but just talk for a second. I mean, it seems like it was a pretty successful season off the court for you guys with the Sky in Action and the whole league with the social justice and awareness. Just talk about that for a second, how that was a huge part of why you guys were playing and how it seems that a lot of good things happened off that.
Yeah, so just us as players, we're donating. Our goal, or our total donation is about $21,000. That's going to be matched 3 times, do the math, and then plus the money from our fans. We've raised almost $100,000 just this summer, and then plus all of our individual initiatives, it's well over $100,000. So now the next steps are just how we're going to allocate that. That'll be the work I'm doing while I'm overseas, just talking with these organizations, seeing what projects they need, seeing what they need built, who needs food, whatever it is. And yeah, this isn't over. Sky Takes Action isn't over.
Thanks, Gabby.
Over $100,000 combined. Sky Takes Action because of you and the whole team. Incredible. We'll see you for the exit interviews and throughout the off season. Thank you for being you. We love you.
Love you.
We'll have Allie Quigley up next. And you guys, once we know the flight schedule for the team, we'll schedule exit interviews the day of. They could be as early as tomorrow or Thursday once we know the flights, and they'll be scheduled the similar way as media availability in a media day with 15 minutes per player. So if you have any specific requests for time slots that work for you, to send me an email. Hi, we'll get started with Eric Wilson.
Hey, Ellie. I know not the outcome you ladies were hoping for. I just wanted to ask you, you probably along with Courtney have been in the most unique situation, because while people were away from their families and away from their loved ones, you and Court have been together this whole season. Can you just talk about the experience of being in the Wubble, but still having that someone to lean on during this season?
Yeah, I mean, we were really lucky to have each other, because there's just moments when, especially when you lose, and even when you win, you want to share it with, your family and, your wife, your husband, and no one really had that outlet to just go home to. But we were lucky that we had each other every single day, so we were thankful for that. But it's so hard not to be able to be around family and just see them, your dogs, just the everyday comforts of your house. But it's okay.
Yeah. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciated getting to know all of you. I know this isn't the last of the Vanderquigs, so I'm excited to see y'all next season. Please be safe in your travels, and just thank you again.
Thank you too for supporting us and just covering us all summer. We appreciated you.
Alana Smith at the line, shooting 2.
Hey, Allie, I know the finish wasn't what you wanted on the court, but obviously you guys did a lot of good things off the court as a team and as a league. I think Gabby said raised about $100,000, if not more, for the Sky in Action. Just talk about that and how you guys came down there for not just basketball and how it seems that at least that part was successful for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, that was a reminder every single game that, when you guys send us the numbers, we see it, we know that we're doing something more than just, playing basketball out here and trying to, raise awareness for Breonna Taylor and all the other victims of police brutality. So, we're happy that we were able to raise money and hopefully directly affect those that need it the most in Chicago. So we feel really good about that, and definitely a positive to look back on the season about.
Thanks, Allie.
Thank you.
Jake Meister.
Allie, some of a similar question to Eric's. Just how are you feeling knowing that, you spent these last 2.5, what seems much longer really than 2.5 months of just being in the bubble and now basically within 24 hours departing from it?
Just mixed emotions. Obviously, it's sad because, we just ended our season. I feel like the end always comes just faster than you would want it to come. I don't know. It's kind of an emotional roller coaster. There'd be good days, there'd be tough days, but we always try to look at the positives, and I think we're going to look back, and we had a lot of good times. Just living with 3 teammates, just being able to be around each other so much, and all just kind of be in this together, figure out, how are we going to make it through this, whether it's movie nights or going fishing together, cooking together, getting through tough games together. There's just so many good parts about it, and I'm just thankful we got to do this together.
What's going to be the biggest adjustment for you returning to, quote unquote, the outside world?
I think just kind of switching back to the fact that, it is a pandemic going on. I feel like we were really protected here. And at times, I know we got tested every single day, but at times we kind of forgot that we had to be careful, So I think just having that top of mind again when we go to restaurants or if we go to the grocery store, just being careful. So I think that'll probably be the biggest adjustment.
Thanks, Allie. Congrats on passing Linda Deladon to the Sky's all-time leading scorer in the postseason.
Thank you.
Perfect way to end the postseason. Thank you so much, Allie.
Thanks, Kelly.
We'll see you at exit interviews, and thank you guys all for supporting us this season. And express how much the whole team appreciates it. And we'll stay in touch and talk to you soon. All right, bye.